Alright, so here we are at the second location for today. This is that second old school sandstone. This for sure I know was built in 1911. I saw it printed on the side of the building over here, on the east side of the building, which we'll check out in a second. Look at all the beautiful detail. The arched doors there, separate boys and girls entrances. And look at this beautiful tower going right up the middle with all of this sort of, I don't know, dare I say Tartarian inspired architecture with all the spires and the copper roofing, the little round sort of port style window, all these beautiful little tiny window details, the pergolas up on top. Just a beautiful sandstone building. But again, we see stairs leading up to the entrances, and some quite low windows here with beautiful detail, and the keystones on top. You can see the arched tops of these windows, quite low, hidden by all the shrubbery here. There's a couple of these windows here. So you can see how they've modernized it by putting cement or concrete in here and trying to sort of marry it into the existing original facade. I'd like to try to get back in there somehow if I can, but it doesn't look like it's very accessible. But yeah, wonderful detailing. This beautiful old building. Very large windows. Again, here's the separate boys' entrance with lovely coat of arms medallion above the door there. You can see this is all sandstone. In the sunlight, you can see that it almost shimmers and has little sparkles in it. It's the silica in the sand. Just beautiful. So I know they're doing some work on the roof around the side here. But that's nice because that takes us around here and we can check out a lot of the intricate detail, even just for these, again, these lower windows, which, as you can see here, they've got this little retaining wall, almost a foot here. And they're using this obviously as drainage to prevent water from coming into these windows, which are, again, below the ground level, below grade, right? And they've just kind of tried to work it in with modern cement or concrete. But you can see here that this goes down, further down. I mean, that's just stone down inside there. So who knows how deep that goes. But yeah, they're doing a little bit of renovation work, I think, on these downspouts, these rain gutters, I think is what they're working on. But you can see each of these windows has beautiful keystone detail in them. Even on these windows here, there's a keystone at the top. These little sort of globe-like things there on top of the architectural points. Very interesting. Come around here and see if we can get a better look at all of this. See here, there's an entrance that this to me looks like it was retrofitted in here by the looks of it. Well, maybe not. This is an original stone here, so maybe what they did was they just eased it in so that they could cut into it. I'm not sure. It's definitely a very high door. It's got a nice sort of architectural detail over top of it though, so I'm not sure if that's original or not. Most likely it is, because it's very high with the window above it, so at one point maybe this was just one big door. So, yeah, very unusual. But beautiful detail here, these large windows. Again, you can see all the curved tops of these windows, each with a keystone. And again, the whole thing is all that beautiful sandstone, which is actually very high maintenance. It's actually a very terrible building tool. one could imagine the wind and rain, and then of course the cold temperatures that we get here in Canada in the wintertime, especially here in the prairies. You know, it really does a lot to wear down rather quickly the sandstone. So it's a constant battle of maintenance. But beautiful details up along the top here as well. Now there's been this has now been converted actually into a medical center, and they've built a more modern, almost clinic or medical center on the front, and then they've just married the two together here at this point, again with an atrium. But yeah, let's take a walk around the other side, because the front is again modern building. So we'll take a walk around the other side and see if we can see any other clues as to what's going on. Okay, so here we are back at the main facade. We'll come around to the east side of the building here. They're not really doing any construction here. Some of it is closed off because, as I said, it's attached now to this big medical center, so it's limited access to here. But you can see here how they've just poured this new concrete to butt up right against the sandstone of the building. But the stone actually goes down further in behind this modern concrete that's been poured. So, but here you can see what I'm talking about, high maintenance, just chipping away. It's literally sand, just sand. But oh wait, this looks like perhaps it was retrofitted. I'm seeing concrete here. This is concrete. This is concrete, but that other one is sand, so very, very strange. This one must have been a repair job, because this one is sand, the other one is sand, and this one's concrete. So, very unusual. Let's see what we can see over here. So over here you can see they've built a little retaining wall here out of new construction concrete, and then behind that it goes down a bit, and there's windows which mirror the other side of the building we were just looking at, where they had it fenced off for construction. Another door here with a nice little architectural detail on top. And there it is there, above that window, 1911. Beautiful details on the top. Again, those little globes on top here. Just a beautiful old building, 1911. Let's take a step back and we can really get a good look at it here. Very nice looking old building. Very well looked after. Lots of great old world architectural detail to it. Let's have a look at the front facade one last time here as we make our way around. Just an astounding building. Very, very rare in this part of the country. Normally by now these old buildings would just be knocked down and they'd make way for, you know, a big medical complex like this, and they would just build this whole thing out. So it's nice that they actually kept some of this. Now why they designated this as they could keep it, and other buildings that were just as old and just as glorious, you know, those were designated to be removed or torn down, who knows. But this was obviously given some kind of importance. It was assigned something. Just a beautiful old building. Again, the copper roof, and you know, these spires, this sort of antiquitech stuff, is things that we don't normally see too often anymore. Normally that would be taken down. But they probably write it off as, oh, that's an old flagpole, or oh, it's an old lightning rod. You know, those old stories, right? But yeah, beautiful, beautiful old building. So there you go. I think that is going to seal the deal here at New West Reset. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Plenty more to come. And until next time, have a good one.